In the village of Sukasari, a strict curfew forbids anyone from leaving their home after nightfall. Legends tell of a mysterious white figure lurking in the surrounding forest. Rudy, a young man skeptical of these tales, ventures into the woods under the cloak of darkness. As he walks deeper, heavy footsteps echo behind him. He turns abruptly, but only darkness greets his eyes. Suddenly, a pale figure in white leaps toward him from the shadows. Fear grips him as the legend blurs with reality, and the boundary between the living and the dead fades. The forest holds secrets that challenge belief, and in that moment, Rudy confronts the unseen forces that watch silently in the night. The village's silence is not empty. It is filled with whispers of the past and warnings unspoken. The night reveals truths that daylight conceals, and courage is tested where shadows dwell. In Sukasari, fear is woven into the fabric of the night, binding the villagers in silent obedience. Rudy's defiance is a spark in the darkness, a challenge to the stories that keep the village confined. The forest is a living memory, where past tragedies and secrets intertwine with the present. As Rudy moves deeper, the air thickens with silence, broken only by the echo of unseen footsteps. He senses a presence, something not quite human, watching and waiting in the dark. The legend of the Pocong is more than a story. It is a warning carved by fear and respect. Rudy's heart pounds as the figure draws closer, its presence chilling the very air. Time seems to slow, the forest holding its breath as past and present collide. In that suspended moment, Rudy glimpses the pain and sorrow behind the haunting. The forest is not just a place of fear, but a repository of memories and unspoken truths. Rudy's journey becomes a passage between worlds, where belief and reality entwine. As dawn approaches, the figure fades, leaving questions that linger beyond the night. Rudy returns to the village, changed, carrying the weight of what he has seen. The night's silence remains, but now it speaks to those who dare to listen. Rudy rushed back to his village, his heart pounding with fear. He told the villagers about the terrifying encounter in the forest. The villagers listened silently, their faces grave and unyielding. They warned him firmly, "Do not return to the forest at night." That night, Rudy sat alone in his dimly lit house, unable to shake his anxiety. Suddenly, a shadow flickered across the mirror hanging on the wall. His eyes widened in horror as the figure of a Pocong appeared in the reflection. The ghostly figure moved closer, its presence chilling the air. The mirror began to tremble violently, distorting the reflection. Rudy felt an invisible force pulling at him, as if trying to drag him outside. His breath quickened, panic rising as the room seemed to close in. The shadowy Pocong reached out, its hands pressing against the glass surface. Rudy struggled, desperate to break free from the unseen grip. The trembling mirror reflected his terrified face intertwined with the ghostly figure. Outside, the night was silent, deepening the eerie atmosphere inside. The force intensified, and Rudy felt his body being pulled toward the mirror. His surroundings blurred as if reality itself was bending. A sudden sharp crack echoed as the mirror threatened to shatter. Rudy's mind raced, caught between fear and disbelief. In that moment, he realized the boundary between the living and the supernatural was fragile. The village's silence echoed a deeper truth, a warning unheeded. As the mirror's vibration peaked, Rudy's grip on reality slipped. The Pocong's presence was not just a haunting, but a test of courage and fate. The night held its breath, waiting for what would come next. Rudy wakes up, lost and confused in a dark forest. Shadows loom as eerie silence surrounds him. Suddenly, strange figures begin to appear, hopping closer with unsettling movements. Frozen in terror, Rudy cannot move as one figure approaches and speaks. "You disturbed us, now you belong to us." The villagers see his haunted face reflected in their mirrors. Night after night, the cursed stare of Rudy fills their homes with dread and sorrow. His trapped soul yearns for freedom but remains bound by vengeance and despair. The forest grows darker, the curse spreading deeper into the village. The line between the living and the dead blurs, leaving a chilling legacy behind. Rudy's eyes open wide, reflecting a soul trapped between worlds. The forest whispers secrets only the cursed can hear. Rudy tries to scream, but no sound escapes his lips. The Pocong figures close in, their movements rhythmic and relentless. One figure reaches out, its hand cold and unyielding. Rudy's body begins to stiffen, caught in the curse's grip. The villagers' mirrors flicker, revealing glimpses of the trapped soul. Each night, the curse grows stronger, feeding on fear and sorrow. Rudy's face becomes a symbol of warning and despair. The villagers whisper stories of the curse, afraid to speak it aloud. The forest watches silently, its secrets buried deep. Rudy's curse is a reminder that some disturbances never fade. The village lives in uneasy silence, haunted by what they cannot change. Rudy's eyes remain, forever watching, forever trapped.